Go to the community, let them know that we are live. We are live. So we started a series last week, and that's where we're going to be continuing I want to say tonight, this afternoon. And we looked at the power of consistency for realtors. How, as a realtor, you can use consistency to keep winning and keep winning and keep winning and keep winning. And that's where we are going to continue today, because there's beauty in consistency. You know, if you have ever seen a stone cutter before and they keep eating with their hammer, they keep eating the stone, they keep eating the stone, they keep eating the stone, B, right? And all of a sudden, the stone cracked. It's possible that they've done a 99 hits before the 100 hits that cracked the stone, right? So it is not the 100 hits eating of the stone that cracked the stone. It is the compound effect of the not giving up, of putting in the effort, of going at it, right? As you are eating it, there's going to be fragments of stone that will be touching you, touching your face. Right? You will say because the phone is not cracking, then you want to give up. No. The stone is not cracking. No. That's even the more reason why you have to give more. You have to just keep pushing and eating it and eating it and eating it until you get your desired result. Okay? So you have to keep showing up. You have to keep showing up. Sometimes we feel that we deserve some things, but as realtors, if you give up, you are the one that loses, right? So welcome to the Realtors Forum. So for those that are joining us for the very first time, if this is your first time of joining us on this Realtors Forum, just go to the chat room and type new. That's NEW. If this is the first time you are joining us at the Realtors Forum, that's the 12 noon Realtors Forum. Just type new. It's possible that you join us on different platforms, Realtors Connect, Real Estate Conversation, but this is the first time that you are joining us on the Realtors Forum. Just type new, NEW. So we'll come back, then we'll celebrate you, okay? So without wasting our time, because we have a lot to cover, and next week we need to round up this series. So we just have today and next week to cover this series, right? So we looked at a lot of things. We looked at the purpose. We looked at what are the realities when it comes to this journey of success of every realtor. You see, for realtors, in fact, the funniest thing is that one of our old-time realtors chatted me up today. I was going to one of our old projects, and so many things flashed in my mind. And one of the things that flashed in my mind was one of the things we discussed last week, that you see on the journey of success, sometimes is not the most intelligent that win. It's not the most, we say, oh, networking, people you know, and all of those things. But sometimes the power of boldness and consistency is what makes the difference. You know, some people are so consistent, and they are so, because consistency is a journey of faith. I'm not talking about FATE. I'm talking about FAITH. It's a journey of faith, okay? Because you are stepping into the unknown when you have not seen the result. You are sticking to the unknown when you have not seen the result. Because you just have a mental picture, the evidence of things not seen, right? That's basically what you are, you are holding on to, right? You are stepping into the water, even though you know that stepping on water makes you sink, but you still believe because there's a vision that is asking you to come. That is the journey of consistency. So we looked at the definition. So today we're going to look at two things. Number one, why realtors must be consistent. That's one. Then we are also looking at how consistency sets you apart as a realtor. And these two things, I believe, are very, very important. Most likely, we are probably going to be shooting time, or we're going to, because I really want us to finish next week, and I want to explain some of these things also in detail. So for those that are just joining us, you are welcome. So we are continuing the series that we started last week. And if this is the first time, right, this is the first time you are joining us on um, on a Thursday afternoon for the Realtors Forum, just go to the chat room and type new. We'll come back to you later. Just go to the chat room and type new, NEW, so that we can celebrate you and welcome you. So why Realtor must stay consistent? I'm going to be talking about just three things. Number one is that you become predictable. You become what? Predictable. Okay? And predictability build trust. Let me explain something. You see, money chase after opportunity. And one of the characteristics of opportunity is stability. Money chase after opportunity. And one of the characteristics of opportunity is stability. If you are unstable, you'll be spewed out. I don't know whether you understand what it means to be spewed out. Then they'll do your because you are what? You are unstable. So stay at it. The wind will blow, the storm will come, but stay at it. Stay predictable. Let it be that somebody will call you in 5 years' time and say, let me just call Pastor David Ola. I'm very sure he can get me a property that will suit what I need right now. Hope when they call you as a realtor, as a real estate consultant, what they will hear is, okay, let me call one of my friends. I'm not with that company again. I'm not doing that business again. It is Tianchi that we are selling now. Do people still even buy Tianchi? Okay, it is Tianchi that I'm selling now. No. Nobody takes you serious that way. Nobody what? Takes you serious that way. If you can still hear me loud and clear and you are following me, just type 5. Just type 5. If you can still hear me loud and clear, okay, good. Good. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. Number 2, consistency turn your pipeline into profits. You know, when we are talking about sales funnel, you know, you build prospects. For those of, almost everybody has gone through RMP. And if you have not gone through RMP, another RMP is starting in August. So go and register so that I don't need to be explaining what is sales funnel. So between what the funnel is capturing to sales, there's a pipeline. So that means what consistency helps you to do is that the time of your waiting, at some point, it will now be time of your harvest. So it converts all the sales that will soon drop. It converts them to what? It has now dropped. It's consistency. Because at every point in time when you are talking to prospects fall into these 4 categories. Number 1, those that can buy. Number 2, those that can't buy. Number 3, those that will buy. And those that will not buy. And this 4 category is always on the move. The fact that they cannot buy means that they do not have the financial capacity to buy, right? They do not what? Have the financial capacity to buy. There are people that did not have the financial capacity to buy in 2019. Now they have the financial capacity to buy in 2025. So if you are not in the radar of those people because of your lack of consistency, they will take your money to another market. Consistency. Right? Number 3 is top of the mind awareness. Top of the mind awareness. Because see, it has been said that top of the mind equals to top of the market. Top of the mind equals to top of the market. Whoever can capture your mind owns the money in your pocket. Let me repeat that. Whoever can capture your mind own the money in your bank account. I think let me rephrase it that way. Whoever owns your mind owns your money. Top of the mind awareness. There is a level you will stay in front of someone and you'll be talking about land banking. To an extent. that even somebody that the person that is selling the land to you that you are selling to other want to buy from you. Let me share something funny. Something funny happened, 2 Thursdays ago. We had Imota, and so one of the Omuniles, the family we bought the land from, was on that land, and it was far off, but he was listening to the question and answer session we're having with Dr. Lumide Emmanuel, right? And when doctor was talking about a village today is the city tomorrow and all of those things, somebody asked a question. I think it was Mr. Rodney, that if he had known, I can't remember that, what if he had known when he was starting, there was a question about when he was starting, what will he be doing right now, right? So the man just, after the site inspection and all of those things, now referred back to that question. He said, how I wish, this is somebody that their family owns acres of land. He was asking me a question. That how I wish 20, 30 years ago, that if he had been buying land in the bush, that he would not be a multi-millionaire now. And I was a little bit confused. Even though when he mentioned it, we just laughed over it. And I was a little bit confused. I said, wow. So I don't understand. You own land, your family. And I know that, these Omonile guys, they will have probably sold some place in the time past. Now they are selling another place, and there's still another place they will sell in the future. And I was wondering, is this guy listening to himself at all? Consistency is powerful. Doctor shared the story, and somebody that is a landowner was wishing that he has been buying land before. Consistency is top of the mind awareness. I shared the story of Coke. I think it was on this platform. When I was sharing Coke, that Coke turned our Christmas to color red. They captured our mind. It's like mind control. It's like NLP. They captured our mind. Top of the mind. Everybody is aware of Coke. Everybody is aware of, in Nigeria now, all the telecom communication is top of the mind awareness. And what they are doing is that they know MTN is advertising, Airtel is advertising, Glow is advertising. Glow is the advert they are telling you, what they are speaking to your mind is the day Airtel gives you network issue, you go and buy Glow. The day Glow gives you network issue, you go and buy MTN. The day MTN gives you network issue, you go and buy Airtel. That's why they are capturing. No sound. Wow. This thing is off. We are coming. We are working on it. Am I audible now? If you can hear me, okay, yes. So what was the last thing we had? I can know where to continue from. The last statement you had. MTN. Okay, yes. Thank you. Mr. Joseph Olukarodi. He's doing me it's like I should just give you recharge card, MTN recharge card. Okay, so MTN too want to capture our mind. Right? So Glow is telling you go and buy MTN. MTN is telling you go and buy Glow. Because that's what basically they are telling us. So the day MTN mess up, go and buy Glow. The day Glow mess up, go and buy Airtel. That is top of the mind awareness. That's top of the mind awareness. I was having a conversation with the person bought property from us like 2015. He's now based in Abuja. And there was a particular location, Ifo. Most of us that knows our project in Ifo, that was where he bought from us. And he bought from us, he bought from 2 other real estate companies in that axis. So one day because we've become friends now. So one day we're just having a conversation. I was now asking him, why did you buy two customers are funny. So why did you buy two plots? Because it's more or less we're practically selling almost at the same price. We're practically selling almost the same location. So why did you spread I said, no, man, I'm just spreading my risk. I said, because in case life pay did not deliver, the other two companies will deliver. And in case the other two companies did not deliver, you know. And I was like, so this is the way sometimes customers behave. And that's the same way some people are dealing with you as a realtor. So the day realtor A mess up, there's another realtor that is on their mind. So are you on the mind of the people? I often share this. When people think of real estate, can they think of you? I think I asked that question last week. So when your name is called, what comes to people's mind? Let's do that exercise again. When your name is called, what comes to people's mind? Last week, Friday, was our CEO's birthday. And the truth is, he has been saying it. It has been financial freedom from day one. So when Oladipo Clement, OC, is called, whether it's doctor or professor or mister that you put in front of his name, one thing is certain, is financial freedom. So when they call your name, is it CBEX or LSS? I think there's one now, LSS, that crashed over the weekend. I bet SCC or something like that. Is it CBEX? Is it SCC? Is it Organo Gold? Is it Tianchi that comes to mind? Is it MMM that comes to mind? Top of the mind awareness. And all these things can look very little, but as realtor, we need to pay attention to them. Only one response. Mr. Joseph Kayode, he said property. What comes to mind when your name is called? Very important. Then number 4 is that buyer choose availability over ability. Buyers chooses availability, who is available, over ability. You can have, oh my goodness. You know, many years ago, LifePage was not, we've always had the capacity. We've always had the capacity. The capacity keeps growing and growing. But a lot of people did not know us. We had the knowledge, we had the capacity, we had the integrity, we were delivering, but people did not know us. And there's another company that does not have 50% of everything that I mentioned. But because they are noised abroad, everywhere, people know them. People keep buying from them. People patronizing them. I'm very sure most of us have had it. OC always share it. And most of us have been doing it. Every day you post. You might think that thing is very little. But there are people that are remembering you, that are chatting you up. It's not because they are replying on those posts. But what? They only chat you because you registered in their subconscious mind. You register in their subconscious mind. Okay? Then number 5, inconsistency is expensive. You lose leads, you lose time, and you lose momentum. And I will explain it from the angle of momentum. Why inconsistency is expensive. I'll use, there are people that are realtors. At some point, they were boom, doing well. All of a sudden, one spirit of distraction will just come in. And because they've not structured their life, in fact, the distraction, let me use the spirit of distraction. The distraction can actually be something good. But because they've not structured their life to be able to accommodate or to be able to operate at multiple layers and be successful in all the layers, distractions just destabilize them. And yes, they won't get their stability. And by the time they now want to come back into real estate as a realtor, sometimes they have to, it's like a queue. They have to queue at the back. They don't get they don't gain the speed and the momentum again like before. That's the consequence of lack of consistency. It cut off momentum. It is very, very hard to build momentum when you lose it. That's why there's always this local palace that is saying that I get them before, no be property. You have to go back and rebuild it. That's why it's more difficult to rebuild wealth than to gain it. Rebuilding means that you have lost it. So momentum, building of what? Of momentum. Very, very, very important. Because of our time, let's quickly jump into how consistency can set you apart as a realtor. And I believe if you have not been writing, this is where you now need to start doing some writing, action step. And I want us to do one more thing. For those of us that are community managers, please let's go back to all our communities. Let's send a reminder again that now they don't want to miss this session. So, how consistency can set you? Number one is that everyone must post every day, because most realtors don't post every day. Yes. In fact, I saw a statistic. I don't know whether someone saw it. Said most people that are in sales, right, despite the fact that social media now contributes directly or indirectly to 90% of every form of sales. Because let me give you an example, right? There are people that are here on this call right now that joined through the route of Realtors Connect. And they saw, I mean, at least I met one that he said he has seen the advert up to like 4 times, different months, for consistently for 4 months before he click on it. Today, the person is an asset to Life Page. He's an asset to himself. He said the only regret is that he did not click it 4 months earlier. So what that means is that Life Page can carry so much value, so much blessing. And somebody needs what we carry. And because we are not consistent, let's say we do it in January, let's assume the person click in April. We do it in January, February, March. I say, this April, I beg, we will rest small, Janet. I beg, we don't tire. That's what most of us do. That's what we do. You get bored because consistency is boring. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again is boring, actually. So that's what we do. We just stop. So daily posting. There must be something that you are posting on your, at least on this 4 platforms. We've taught this thing before, right? Facebook, all your status. Facebook status, WhatsApp status, Instagram status or stories. You must status. That's one. Number 2, on your Facebook timeline. Facebook and Instagram. Those ones are together. Daily. Alhaji Taufik, I don't think he's on this call. He's on site to help some of his customers to get allocation. Is today alone, Alhaji Taufik is collecting allocation for almost 10 of his customers. When I saw the list, I was not surprised. I mean, there are a lot of people that are doing fantastic. I mean, Mr. Obafemi is not on this call. He's collecting for another like 10 customers too on the same project. In fact, I was surprised that Mr. Joseph Kayode is not, maybe his own customer speak another day. I mean, I can keep mentioning names like that. And these people I mentioned, check their status. Every day you see them post what they are selling. Every day. In fact, Mr. Obafemi was still in the office this morning. He's one of us. Some of us is our community leader. Was he sharing something with me today? He was saying, he was sharing a particular goal, vision. And these people are not young people. All these people are mentioning, they are in the corridor of 50. In fact, one is a retiree. So the energy to keep going is still there. And some of us, we are like in the region of 30, 40, you are tired. Abba. Eh? If you are tired, if you yourself is not, you are not motivated, think of your children's children, your destiny, all the people attached to you. Consistency. Right? Then follow up. You post daily, you follow up. And I'm going to share something about follow up. See, this, we are looking at how consistency sets you apart. You see, when it comes to follow up is not just call. Hello, Mr. David Lawal. I can see one David Lawal on my course. So that's why I'm using David Lawal. I'm just saying that I should ask you, you said you were going to fill that form. Have you filled the form? Chairman Sofao, he said, end of this month, did you see the flyer I sent to you? You just dump yourself on the prospect. No. Yes, there's a place of calling, but there's a place of developing relationship. Your follow-up process is actually developing relationship and linking them to opportunity. There are people that this year, there's one man, I met him on site 2 weeks ago. I've always known the name, but I put a face to the name. I was able to put a face to the name on 2 Thursdays ago when we were on site. And I just, when he introduced himself to me, I was just laughing. I said, wow. Consistency, showing up on a regular basis helps you a lot. So your follow-up is actually building relationship, building bridges. Not damaging bridges. It's a lot of work. Are we together? It is what? A lot of work. People will piss you off. People will get on your nerve. You will ask them to do something. There are people that are following up here, the rap team. You know what I'm talking about. We'll give you some lead. Somebody, I think it's Mr. Chinwe still here, Mr. Chinweze or something like that. I saw one of his feedback. He was calling somebody. He said, he was asking the person, have you joined the Realtors Connect for July WhatsApp group? The person said, which group? And the person is already on the group. Right? Mr. Chiwe, if you are here, just drop a comment in the chat room. I was just laughing. That's it. But you won't give up. There will be shenanigans. People will always be people. Okay? But you should not give up. So build relationships. So your follow-up is actually building relationship with people. And the only way that relationship will stick is by you solving their problem. By you doing what? Solving their problem. Hearing them out. So, sometimes you solve people's problem by just listening to them. Let them just pour their own thing on you first. Profiling solution. You can profile up to 10 solutions for them and they will not pick anyone. And it is when the solution you profile to them is now working for other people, they will not say, and Mr. Joseph Kayode mentioned it too. They will even respect you more. I don't know whether somebody is following me or you have experienced some of these things that I'm sharing before. Okay? Then, how else do you stay consistent? You educate. You what? You educate. I know that it's possible that I'm rushing, but just follow me. You educate. See, there was a series OC did like 2-3 months ago when he was talking about you becoming a person of influence. Right? You need to create a platform where people will be listening to you. If you are going to play a long-term game in this business, I won't say more than that. Because, everything I want to share, also I've shared it before. So for those that have not joined us before, we have some of those replays on some of our platform. You can go back and watch them. Okay? Then lastly, for you to stay why consistency is key for you, is that always ask for referral. You see that all these things are simple, but I can guarantee that more than 90% are not doing it. Always what? Ask for referral. I was studying, I belong to an NGO, so I was just studying the system that NGO has used to build a very, very strong and formidable team worldwide. As if you pay top dollars to join the people pay top dollars every year to join and to sustain membership. And it's referral. I said, wow. Ask for referral. And I have an assignment for everybody on this call right now. Anybody on this call today, go and ask for referral. That's my assignment for you. Go and ask for referral. Anybody you have served. Let me use Madam Yetunde as an example. Madam Yetunde, everybody that has ever bought from you or you have ever brought to become a sales partner, ask for referral. Tell them to give you minimum 5 to 10 names of people that are similar to them that can buy what you have sold to them. Some of them might feel reluctant. No, me, I'm a private person. I don't know. I don't want people to. I don't want people to know what I'm doing. To tell them, don't worry. It's confidential. It's between you and them. You're a consultant, so it's a consultant client confidentiality. Just ask for referral. And don't give up. You ask for the first time, they didn't give you, ask again. Because, by the way, you are friends with these people already. Okay? Then, to round up for today, let me quickly touch on how to build your consistency this second half of the year. Like I said, we must finish next week. So, today's class is stretched. Okay, we still have time. So, I'll run through the 7 if time permits us. Okay? So, for this second half of the year, July is gone already, right? So we have the whole of the remaining days in July, which is few days, and there's Chairman's offer that is around the corner that you can take advantage of that will soon end, right? And the remaining days of this year, you need to follow the following. Number one, how do you build consistency as a realtor? Number one thing is that clarify your why. Clarify your why. I copied this from OC. And one of the things that this has helped me is that if you do not have a strong why, even if you are living in Nigeria, as in you reside in Nigeria, if you don't have a strong why to be in Nigeria, the wind of Japa will move you away. So anything you are doing, you must clarify your why. Know the why you are into real estate. Are you into real estate because it's the in thing now? Clarify your why. Clarify your why. Why are you doing this? Is it for financial freedom or legacy? Is it chop money? Somebody that is doing this because of chop money, the motivation will dwindle or nosedive as soon as the person can feed family. But the person that is doing this for the purpose of financial freedom will not the vision will just be growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Are we together at all? Clarify your why. Why are you doing this? Is it for family legacy? I have a friend that used to tell me something, said, for us to break into some generational wealth, right? Said there are some generational sacrifice that an individual needs to make. I just laughed. Said there must be a crazy person that must break the genes of poverty. You need to make some generational sacrifice. That might be your own why. There was something that was trending on social media, I think over the weekend. I went to visit a family friend. He was not sharing it with me. He said, there's Nepo baby and there's Lapo baby. I don't know whether some of us, Lapo and Nepo. If you know about it, just explain it in the chat room so that we not scatter the Nepo and Lapo. Somebody is smiling. I think I can see somebody that is smiling on my screen now. If you know the difference between Nepo baby and Lapo baby, except for those of us that grew up, you know now, Abaronje, Ijegun, Papa Shafagege Dokpemu, Ikotu Egbe, Lasu Ojo Igodo. Those of us are Lapo baby. For those of us that school bus took us to school, primary from Lamborghini took you to school, you went to private university. You are Nepo baby. So clarify your why. Number 2, set daily and non-negotiable goals. There's something OC used to say, and when I was preparing for this today, it didn't just flash in my brain that this statement is very, very true. And this is the statement. I mean, for those of us that have been listening to OC, even there's no way you can listen to OC for 1 month and not hear this. He said we overestimate what we can achieve in 1 year, but we underestimate what we can achieve in 1 day. I think I might not be totally right, but that's where I'm actually going. Is that what you can achieve on a daily basis is powerful because it has a compounding effect. If you have ever read the book Atomic Habits, there's a section that talks about compounding habits, right? The fact that you have trained your mind to be able to do something consistently for 5 minutes, the same way you've been able to train your mind to do it consistently for 5 minutes, so also your mind will be able to do it consistently for 1 hour. Are we together? That's why you need to be careful of excuses. If you are the one that do a lot of procrastination, you can be doing procrastination on something that is simple, right? If you do procrastination on something that is very, very simple, your brain does not know the difference. That is how your brain will be wired in the realms of the subconscious. And you will also be procrastinating on what can change your destiny. That's the way our muscle memory works. And that's very simple. For those that can drive, you know what I'm talking about. When you started driving, you carry steering like this. But at some point, because you have done it over and over and over and over and over and over again, power of consistency. As soon as you entered inside the car, your subconscious mind kick in. You start driving. You can even be doing something, gisting and all of those things. But consciously, you don't even know that you are actually driving. But your subconscious mind has taken over. Timileyin Kazeem said that he said, we overestimate what we can achieve in 1 month, okay? But we underestimate what we can achieve in 1 year. But I think you get the point now. The way the thing flashed at me, you know, we can all be hearing the same thing and be jotting the way to interpret to us. But I don't know whether we get the point, right? Yes. That's what the point is, the most important thing. So, how do you build consistency? Number 1, I said clarify your why. Number 2, daily goals. Daily goals. I want to post 7 a.m. every day. Okay, we overestimate, yes, what we can achieve in 1 year, but underestimate what we can achieve in 5 years. Thank you very much. Daily goals. Right? Very important. Then number 3, track progress. Track what? Progress. When most of us, when we join this real estate journey, the fire is there. You can call 100 people. That's the difference between motivation and discipline and motivation. Motivation will charge you up. You just finish RMP like this. It's like, oh, see, just put fire on your head. You are big. But at some point, your performance just begin to nosedive. I'm already seeing something like that too. Some people went through RMP, first quarter, they were producing results, sold up perfectly like, and now they have changed. But in first quarter of the year, they were desperate, they were hungry. The hunger was there, but now fire has gone down because they were not tracking progress. They were seeing money, but they were not tracking progress. Even in life page, we track progress. Every Monday, we have something. Every Monday. Even on public holiday, we have not missed one. So you track progress. Little things. What can you do here? What can I do here? That is, you see, when you track progress, this is what happens. One day, you will just appear before yourself. I don't know whether you've ever had that experience before. And you ask yourself, when did I become like this? That is an evidence that progress needs to be tracked. And you are tracking, you are building up. Track is, like I said, consistency is a compounding effect. So let me give you a practical example. Let's say somebody wants to, okay, probably you've had OC shared, I read one book in 1 week, or you had a lot of people share, I read one book in 1 week. And you have always been struggling to read one book in 1 year. You know yourself, 90% of the people on this call are in that category. Don't try to say, okay, me too, I'll carry it. 1 hour. Hey, I'll stop doing this. There's no way, that's motivation. What you need to build is consistency, and you need to be disciplined about it. So this is the way it will work. You lock down a time period. I'm just giving you an example. Lock down a time period. If it's 5 minutes every day, and you know it can be 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 9:05, I'm always reading. By the time you have done it 21 days, there's something in your wiring. Right? For instance, let me give you an example too. In my house, in my family, we do Bible study every 7 p.m. every day since forever. Most of the time, even if peradventure I'm still on the road, I'm at work, I don't need alarm, right? I don't have an alarm for 7 p.m., but my brain always tell me that it's 7 p.m. That's you see, this is our mind. It's so powerful. It's what? So powerful. And not only that, there was a day my first son went to visit someone, so he needed to have a sleepover. He was not with wristwatch. He said, because one day I was teaching this to my children. And he said as soon as it was 7 p.m., he just knew it was 7 p.m. They were playing, and he was asked, I'm talking about somebody who's not even up to 10 years old. And he said he asked the boys they were playing, is this 7 p.m. yet? And they went to check the time. He said it was 7 p.m. I said, no, he needs to have his prayer time now. Power of, see, this is our brain, it get as it be. That's the power of consistency. So, but you need to track it. So by the time you have now been able to read book for 5 minutes, right? Consistently for 5 minutes, you are tracking it. After 21 days, increase it to 10 minutes. Increase it to what? To 10 minutes. You do that too consistently for 21 days, increase it to maybe 20 minutes. Gradually, that's tracking. You are compounding it. You are building it. And as you are increasing it, you realize that the number of books you are reading, maybe in 1 quarter, in 6 months, then one day you realize that you can open a book and at a go for 1 hour, you continue to read. I don't know whether, if you are still with me, just type 4, since I'm going to number 4. If you are still with me, just type 4. Type 4. Thank you very much, Mr. Akpan. So number 4 is embrace technology. Embrace technology. I've mentioned number 1, clarify your why. Number 2 is set daily goals. Then number 3 is track it. Then number 4, embrace technology. Right? Embrace technology. Use use as much technology as one technology is coming, a new platform is coming, I don't want to, you see, you can't be in this business and be saying that, me, I'm not a TikTok person. No. If it is dancing that sells land, better go and know how to dance. I'm just, I don't know whether you get my point. Just embrace new technology. Don't, when new technology comes, because I realize, especially for those of us that are a little bit older, right? When new technology comes, don't use this word like, go to the lane now, which one be this one? We never even master Facebook. You're now saying that. No, don't do that. Embrace it. Learn it. Just keep, okay, how is this thing done? How is this thing done? So that you can stay relevant. Staying relevant. Because of time, let me quickly move because I need to round up in 5 minutes. Number 5 is that create a system. We have been taught, yes, learning is continuous. Create what? A system. There is no company that survives without system. There's no what? Company that survives without system. This morning I was sharing with current, as I'm talking to you right now, right? LifePage has a system. We have a team that's currently conducting allocation right now in Ekpe. There's a system that was put in place to be able to take care of that. So that means LifePage is currently in Ekpe. LifePage is in Bagada. Some LifePage are online. LifePage is in US. And possibly there's even somebody visit. In fact, today somebody went to one of our old projects. It's system. So you too need to have such. You might be the only one, but by the time you create a documented system, that one day I will have somebody anywhere I go to that will be carrying camera to follow me up and down. It's system. Right? One day I will have somebody that is helping me to edit video. It's part of what? System. Even though you are the one doing it right now. I was talking to someone that does something that I like a lot. And I was asking him, this is how we will do our own. How are you doing your own? No, he said he has a dedicated content writer. I said, oh. He said, yes. He said, it doesn't just come out and say anything. He said, there's somebody that he picked up. He trained. He said, every time, every 3 months, the person is going on a training. And all the person does is to write content. I said, okay. So we are learning. He said, that's just what the person does. He said, the person can write in 5 contents, right? And he will pick one and they will shoot it. I'll pick, maybe sometimes they will pick 2. And because the person was just doing every other day, the person posts every other day. I was like, how is this person doing this thing? So create a system. So the power of system is that one day, when you cannot take 2 people to site inspection at the same time. You have somebody that wants to buy 250 million Gagada. You have another person that wants to buy 50 million Mowe. You have another person that wants to pick 3 acres. And all of them wants to go this Saturday. System. System. Somebody says system saves you time, resources, saves you resources, time, emotion, and money. System. Okay? Yes. System save yourself time, energy, and money. Thank you very much. Very important. Number 6. Stay accountable. Stay accountable. You know the reason why most of us are not consistent? We don't stay accountable. You tell yourself you are yourself mentor. You are you are everything to yourself. There's nothing we want to do in LifePage. There are people we run it by. After we develop it among ourselves, we still run it by people. We are accountable to people. Who are you accountable to? When you wanted to start real estate, you pick somebody as your mentor. When was the last time you appeared before that mentor? You made your first 1 million. OC taught you. The mentor that said, okay, go and do real estate. Did you pick 1,000 out of that 1 million to go and buy something for the person, and we take power 1 million. But you left with the curriculum of how to make 1 million. You did not come back with the curriculum of how to make 10 million. Consistency. You need to be accountable. You are not accountable. That's the reason why you give up easily. Any small stress like that, I say, I don't know if you do that real estate. They don't tell me, say, we go, they sit down 4 hours, they go site. Sure. You need to stay consistent. Stay accountable. Get a mentor or an accountability partner. So that the day you feel discouraged and you want to stop, somebody will speak to your senses. The person will tap your head like this. Come on. You know the reason why you are doing this. Somebody will speak hope into your life. Because there are days you will be down. There are days you will be out. Not just down. You are down and out. There are days you just be in your house. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to pick anybody's call. But there was somebody that, when you see the person's call, you say, you just have to pick this call. And this person will just speak one word into your life. And fire will come into your bone. There are days that you will not be self-motivated. Okay? Then number 7. How to build consistency in this second half of the year, which is where I'm going to be stopping today. And next week, we are going to round up with how to scale through consistency. That's what we are going to be looking at next week. Right. So number 7 is you need to be spiritually rooted. Ose has always been saying this. Everything that you see in the realm of the physical is being controlled in the realm of the spirit. Somebody said something jokingly. He said it is only money that has similar characteristics as spirit. Spirit can be everywhere. Say money, your money too can be everywhere. So you need to be spiritual. You can't serve two masters. It's either you are serving Mammon or you are serving God. You can't have two masters. So be rooted. That which you believe in, stay with it. Create a routine around your spirituality. Every month I pray, I fast. Once in a week, I fast. Once in every 3 hours, I do prayer. Just create a system around it and stay spiritually alert. There are some kind of breakthrough you are going to experience this second half of the year. It's not going to be by knowledge. It's just going to be by something will just inspire you to call this person. I don't know whether some of us has experienced it before. Right? Something will just inspire you, call this person. And as soon as you pick up the call, the person will just say, Mr. Joseph, we've been looking for your number. I can't even remember what I saved your number with. Thank God you called. Let me share this story. I've always shared it. I've shared this several. I don't know whether I've shared this on this platform, but I've shared this several times during our morning devotion in the office. There's a pastor in our church. He does he installs fuel pump in filling stations. Okay? Breakthrough call. Amen. Oh. So he does pump. And he said he submitted a quotation to a particular new filling station along the way to his house. Not the way to his house, maybe along a particular road. And it was mega. It was a mega filling station. It's not just a filling station with 4 pumps. I'm telling you a story of about 20 years ago or 15 years ago. And he said, you will follow up. They will say they will call him back. They will call him. He said at some point it was just like these people, maybe they are not even ready. He said, so one day he was praying and he just got an inspiration. Why do this, and go to that filling station. So he did the instruction he got and he went to the filling station. He said when he got to the filling station, he met the owner of the filling station. All these mega filling station. He said the owner was standing outside and they were about to pay somebody else. True life story. This is not Nollywood. They were about to pay somebody else for the job he had quoted for. He said as soon as he arrived, the owner said, the person's name is Akim. Mr. Akim, we've been looking for you. We've been looking for you. They had to apologize. Picture this. They had to apologize to the person that was about to collect the contract in the place of that pastor, Pastor Akim. Say, sorry. This is the person we actually want to give the money to. Not you. True life story. I've always shared this. Anytime you make sales, another realtor has lost a sale. Whether you believe it, whether you accept it, that's how competitive the industry we play in is. I mean, most of us, I was there having that conversation with one of our team members yesterday. They said all this calling out of a particular real estate company. I keep praying for them that they come out of it and remedy the brand. Jagba, yes, Jagba, ni anointed to Jankogba. I keep praying for them. But the reality is that as that brand is probably losing customer, another brand is gaining customer. That's the way it works. So as you, individual realtor, anytime somebody did not buy from you, somebody else is making sale. And they will not come and apologize to you. So the question is the money better in your own account than in their account? So I will stop here today. And in case you have any question or any contribution, just drop it.